Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Miller. This lesson is for September 25th, 2020. It is Friday. TGIF, got to get down on Friday. So, yesterday we went over grammar part one. Today we're finishing up with grammar part two. So, it shouldn't be that complicated or hard. So, we're still just doing very basic review. And as a reminder, on Tuesday of next week, Tuesday, the 29th, there will be a plot quiz and there will be grammar stuff on it. So please do keep that in mind. All right. So today we're going to talk about adjectives and pronouns. And again, this should be a very basic review. So I'm going to be going through this pretty quickly. So an adjective is a word that describes a noun. So example, the pink hat and the skinny snake. So what describes the noun, which is the hat, it's pink. Snake is the noun. What describes the snake is skinny. Easy enough. So we're going to skip that because you can do that at your own leisure. Another one, Mr. Miller has bright red shoes. So it could be bright, it could be red shoes, or Ariel owns a small car, small. My dog jumped into a pile of red leaves, leaves and then red or pile, and so on and so forth. We don't need to do the last one. So the next one is a pronoun. And a pronoun is when people replace a word for a noun. So pronouns show ownership of something. So examples are he, she, me, it, this, or I. So for example is if we had a fire drill and we all went outside and Mr. Gale is not going to say like where are and then list off everyone's single individual names because there's too many people. It takes too much time, especially if there's a fire. So he would say, where are all the students? And then I would say, they, which would be all you, they are over there. Be easy. Or we don't talk in first person, so it wouldn't be like Mr. Miller is going to the restroom. I would say, I am going to the restroom. So that is just what it is. Very, very easy. So like she owns a red truck. She is the pronoun because it is talking about a specific person. Or it is evil. It is the word it is the pronoun because it's describing evil. This is not her house, so it describes the house, so it's her. I will not stand for this. I replace someone's name, or we are the Breakfast Club. Good movie, by the way, and it's we. So anyway, we're done with that. Now we're going to go on to verbs. So a verb very basically is an action word. It's like running, jumping, and swimming, skipping. There are four different kinds of verbs, can't count. And we're going to go through them very quickly. And like this is important, but just as long as you know that a verb is like an action word, you should be fine. So a transitive verb is a verb that has a noun directly attached to it. So like write, book, hit, ball, answer question. These are all right next to each other and directly related. Very basic. An intransitive verb is a verb that is not attached to the noun. So example, he walked to the store. So walked is the noun, and then we have store, which is over here. So there's a couple of words in between. Or he jumped over the fence. So jumped, a few words, and then fence. Or she went to the pool. We have went and pool. A linking verb is a verb that gives information about a noun. So linking verbs do not show action. So William is excited about his promotion. So is a verb because it's a state of being, so it can be. So William is excited about his promotion. Or the eggs smell rotten. Like that is not an action. Eggs are not alive if you're using them for cooking. So the eggs can smell rotten, and that's not an action. Or the audience fell silent when the actors came on stage. Those you like just being silent. I'm taking my camera off because no one can actually see. So verbs that create tenses or moods are auxiliary verbs. So the main ones are be, do, and have. I don't really have to go into that. It's just that. It's usually these three words. Practice, we don't really need to practice because it's basic. Adverbs, I would say, are probably the trickiest thing for grammar. And an adverb describes a verb or an adjective. And I will give you a hint. Most adverbs have ly at the end of them, like right here, slowly or lovely. So as long as you remember that, you're going to be fine. So quietly, I went to the bathroom. There's ly. Silently, ly. Charmingly. So easy. Easy, easy, easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So last is colon and semicolons. And their importance. A colon is two dots, just like that. These are just brackets. I put them in so you can see. Colons are symbols that signify a list. So examples would be dot dot. Joe invited several friends to the party, ... Samantha, David, and Frank. Or the pizza came with 3 toppings, ... pepperoni, onion, and mushrooms. So these are important because it helps you make a list. You don't have to use conjunctions. Like, you don't need to have the pizza came with 3 toppings, pepperoni and onion and mushrooms. It just sounds clunky. And when we're able to actually write essays when we get to that point, you can use a colon. It's much easier to push a colon key or a semicolon key than it is to write out words. So a semicolon is a symbol that is used to indicating a pause in a sentence. So semicolons can replace conjunctions. So you should stop eating so much food, semicolon, you will have to go on a diet. It could be, or you'll have to go on a diet. So you can literally take this word and put an and, or, but, something that's conjunction, and it works. A semicolon looks like a sideways winky smiley face emoticon. So keep that in mind. So the practice is at your own pace and so on and so forth. But that is basically all the things you need to know for grammar in this class. So moving forward, if you need help, just rewatch this video or ask me for help. I guess I don't really care. Just do what you think is best.